stronger, and it's really good to see him back, being able to, play at full health. I think that's what's Kenyon's biggest thing. Once he gets over that hurdle, now we can see how good of a football player Kenyon can actually be when he's not battling and dealing with injuries. So I'm excited for what's ahead for Kenyon because he's really put in the work to give himself a really good chance this year.
How was your reaction to the scheduled national TV games playing in Christmas?
Yeah, with the schedule release, of course, everyone's excited about the schedule and what we have in store. I think for us, the guys have earned the right to really have the nationally televised games. For me, I know it's a big deal for everybody with the national televised games. More people get to see.
Can you boys hear me? Let me know.
For me, it's all about, our team going out and playing great football. Whatever day we're scheduled to play, whoever we're scheduled to play, we just have to go out and be the best team that day. But, and our fans are fired up and excited about all of the games that we get on national television. It's good. It's good for the organization. It's a good spot to be in. The most national televised games we've had, as an organization. So it is credit to everyone around this building, not just the team, but everyone for the work that they put in.
So did you have any concerns about the 3 games in 10 days, as well as the 3 games in 11 days?
I appreciate the question about the 3 games in 10 days. That's so far away that's not even we can't do anything about that right now. We don't schedule the games however they schedule. Other teams have, that's been done before. So it's not like it's something that's never been done before. We'll figure out a way to make it work.
Even though he wasn't there today, how has it been just getting Stefon Diggs just acclimated in all of the day-to-day things you guys like to do?
Yeah, it's been really fun working with Diggs. You talk about a guy who's dialed in, guy who loves football. It's been fun to work with him. It's been fun just to see the chemistry that starts to build in our locker room with him, quarterback, other receivers, offensive players, defensive players. He's going to be a really great fit for what we do here.
Coach, as a former player, are you able to see, so quickly, even if it's just, this first day, are you able to see the players and who has put in the work, who has really taken it serious?
At this point in time, you can tell who's in shape, right? That's the biggest thing, who's in shape and who's ready to go. Because as we all know, we know how this Houston humidity hits guys, so you can tell who's ready. And that's the main thing about this time, right? It's not about, physicality, right? We're not truly competing and going against each other, but it's a matter of just guys getting in shape to give themselves an opportunity to compete when training camp comes. But you can tell guys who are in shape and they're ready, like they can really make a jump in their game at this point, in the offseason program because, it's a lot you can't do, but there's a lot of details and fine details that you can hone on in as a player that allows you to be better come training camp.
You've done him in a bit. How nice was it to get Dalton Schultz to return back to the team, and what can he add for you guys?
Drop the swarms in the chat, boys.
Getting Dalton was a huge priority for us going into the offseason. He made play after play for us last year at very crucial moments, and just the leader that Dalton is. I don't think he gets enough credit for the leader that he is in the locker room and what he brings to our entire team, right? I love calling on Dalton to break the team down because he always has a very great message for the team, right? Always bringing guys back to focus on, the main thing, right? Continuing to improve, continuing to grow, continue to compete with themselves. So Dalton has been a great leader and also a great playmaker for us. So it was important getting him back, and I'm happy we were able to, seal the deal.
Here's from Dalton Schultz love.
That made you want to go out and play him that through his injuries to the early part. How do you see a parallel to where y'all can get him back on track like you did with Blake Cashman?
Acquiring Jacob was a guy I studied back when he was at LSU. I think Jacob is a long, athletic linebacker. He's definitely battled some injuries, had some tough years with season-ending injuries, and just giving Jacob the opportunity to compete as well, right? See if he can get over that injury bug and give himself a chance to add value to our team.
You're going to talk about 2 guys that you added in the secondary with C.J. Henderson and Jeff Okuda. What stood out about them on the film and what they bring to this offense?
What stood out most to me about Jeff and C.J. is you see elite movers, right? You see why these guys were top 5 picks, right? They have the movement skills. They're big, fast, long corners that can run with anybody, right? And they've, had some ups and downs in their careers. This is their third team, right, and short careers. But as I told those guys, man, I don't care what happened in the past. You can wipe the slate clean. It
Yeah,
really
3
doesn't
games
matter.
in 10
Like,
days.
how can you come out and help us?
Freaking
And
insane.
they've both they've been here every day of the off-season program, and they've done a great job of being dialed in the meetings and on the field as well. So I'm super excited to work with both guys.
With a guy like Damian Pierce, who maybe didn't have the season he wanted last year, what was kind of the messaging to him and sort of the things he needed to work on? And I know it's early, but it looks like he's maybe changed his body a little bit. What do you kind of see from Damian and expect from him, and maybe a different role than a year ago when he was headed into
It does feel like the season
what
again,
I've seen
huh?
from Damian this offseason, it's a guy who's put in the work. As you mentioned, he's changed his body, right? He's strong. He's been working out every day of the off-season program. Damian, not only here just working out, man, I'm proud of Damian for him going back and finishing his degree at Florida. So, I mean, just a complete man, just working out as a football player, but also
Look at that, bro.
finishing
Your
a
head
degree
coach,
means a
first
lot
day
to
of
him.
OTAs,
And I see Damian
acknowledging
having a
that
very
you
clear
went and
headspace
finished your
as we're
degree.
out working, and I think that will allow
That's
him
a coach
to
who
have
cares about you.
a really productive year this year. And he has everything it takes, right, to be a really good running back for us. And I think having him and Joe as a 1-2 punch would be very beneficial for us all.
Jonathan DJ Sarge.
Nico, Aziz shared a little bit of his story yesterday. I'm curious, what do you remember about the first time you met him, and what do you think about where he's come in his journey to get here?
Yeah, with Aziz, and the first thing that I remember about Aziz is just one of the smartest players I interviewed when I first interviewed him at the Combine several years back. Very sharp player. He could draw up the entire defense, talk about blitzes in and out. He's a very smart player. Right? And still, same way today. Brings a very calming presence to our defense. Just his ability to communicate, right, and run the show as a Mike linebacker. He allows the other guys around him, right, to be calm and to play faster because of what he brings, right, to the table when it comes to communicating. But not only that, communicating, but he can also go make the plays, right, and that's what you have to have at that Mike linebacker position, and that's what he can do. Aziz he's a tremendous, as I mentioned about Dalton, he's a tremendous leader as well. He's a leader of men, and I'm excited to have him on our roster and just seeing him, right, continue to build the relationships with all of the guys in our locker room. I think guys are really gravitate toward Aziz and see that he has a lot to bring.
With Nico, Tank, and Stefon, their skill sets are a little bit different. How valuable is it that you have 3 receivers that are capable of going for 1,000 yards, but their skill sets aren't duplicates? They all kind of do things a little bit differently. How beneficial is it to have multiple, skills in the receiver room to be able to attack defenses?
And when you talk about receivers with multiple skill sets, that's what you want. You want different body types, different type of movers, right, to cause as many problems for a defense as possible. Right? We want to put defenses in binds. I think with those 3 guys, it allows us to do that because they're so different, right, and they can all do different things. But at the end of the day, they are all explosive finishers with the football, right? And that's what makes those guys great players. They can win on third down, and they can finish and get in the end zone, and that's what we look for at all skill positions on offense. So having 3 receivers there, it definitely opens up the playbook for us, and it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Coach, rookie Dylan Horton had his season, abruptly ended, when he was diagnosed with what he was diagnosed with. But on last week,
Shout out to Dylan.
Got a chance to ring the bell twice.
Shout out to Dylan.
For finishing up his treatment. What did that mean to you and the organization just to see him battle through what he went through and for him to complete the treatments?
Hey, what a special moment for Dylan. I mean, for me to see him ring the bell, it brings a tear to your eye just to know a young man whose career is ahead of him. He's going along playing football, and, at the drop of a dime, that changes. And that's for all of us, right? Life changes at an instant, at a moment, right? But it's about how you respond. And Dylan has responded, tremendously. His attitude has been off the charts throughout this entire process. And I think a lot of us have a lot to learn from Dylan Horton. I know a lot of us have people that are battling cancer or have been through it or have, going through it themselves. But I think Dylan is such an inspiration to know that whatever you're battling, whatever you're going through, if you attack it with a positive attitude, the right mindset, like you too can overcome it. And that's what Dylan was able to do. I was happy to have him in our team meeting this morning and highlight him, and all the guys, all the guys were clapping for him, and just you see the support that he had, all the guys that were around him, praying for him, like pulling for him, encouraging him along the way. That's what life is all about. We get to do football for a living, but
D'Amico just has this aura
issue,
about him, guys.
Right? Something as serious as that, and to see a young man overcome at such a young age, couldn't be more proud of him and what he's accomplished. And seeing him ring that bell was an exciting moment for everyone.
Just a quick follow-up to DJ's skill set question. When you guys were adding Diggs, was that something that you guys thought about as far as like, hey, when you add a guy like that, it also helps as far as he adds a different skill set, or was it just Diggs, the type of talent of player he is, and I guess in that regard?
I think it's just Diggs. It's not
Diggs.
No, for sure, man. Diggs is, as I always said, man, everybody sees what he can do in the plays that he's able to make. So, yeah, I'm fired up to add him because he's such a dynamic playmaker. He has many different skill sets, but you put on the tape, this guy's a playmaker. All right? Thank you, guys. All right?
Shout out to D'Amico Ryans. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you can hear me, if you were able to hear our coach. We are waiting to see who is going to be up next. And man, D'Amico, dude, it's about time. Football is back, ladies and gentlemen. To the 67 people in here, make sure you guys are liking. Drop the W's, drop the swarms in the chats. Hopefully we get to hear from a couple of more Houston Texans players. It was day one or day two, or basically day one, because it was open to media today. So we got to saw the Houston Texans get some work in. Let me go to the guys who weren't here. Give me 1 second. That was from DJ Bienemy. Yeah, so some notable absences. One of them was Laramie Tunsil, but he has a caption here. He never shows up for OTAs, probably training in Alabama. 100%. Like Laramie Tunsil, I have no doubt he is going to show up and be one of the best left tackles in the NFL. He's earned that right to not show up to voluntary workouts. Titus Howard not showing up. Now, this one is interesting. I did feel some type of way about this, and I put it on Twitter. I said, Titus Howard not being there is interesting. He should be out there, but then, maybe he's going through some rehab. His season ended early, but then again, you saw Tank out there. His season ended early. He just got shot just a couple of weeks ago. In my mind, it was no excuses. I'm not sure why Mr. Titus Howard was not out there. However, if he's recovering, hope he gets ready to go as quickly as possible. Shaq Mason was also not there today, but this is a veteran. I'm not worried about that whatsoever. And then the guy that we've all been waiting to see in some Houston Texan highlights, and that's Stefon Diggs. I thought we would have saw Stefon Diggs today. But however, I'm not upset that he is not there. This is an all-pro wide receiver we are talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I guess that is all we are going to get from the Houston Texans. They ended.
Sounds pretty sweet.
I don't want to hear you, Pat McAfee. Let me see. Let me see if they go live again.
It first of all started with our fans.
Yeah, so it looks like it was just D'Amico Ryans today. Sheesh. Nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and share some other things that we have saw, and that was the multiple highlights from Cody Stutes, Adam Wexler, DJ Bienemy, Aaron Wilson. I'm going to go ahead and just give me a second. I'll go ahead and share my stuff out there. Shout out to Coach D'Amico Ryans. Just goes to show you that he not only cares about the play on the field, but the player itself. Like mentioning going back and finishing your degree. Yeah, I guess no players were there today. Guys, let me know how you guys feel about Stefon Diggs not being there. I'm not too mad about it. I see some people upset. I saw the Bills guys already say, "Oh, well, this is typical Stefon." So now we have in here some of the highlights. Now these are from Cody Stutz, who does a fantastic job covering the Houston Texans. So let's go ahead and get into these highlights, guys. And I'm going to try to cut the audio as fast as I can because sometimes it does gets a little hard on the ears. What is going on, Dominic from Jersey, brother? We are trying to get over there back in New York for Halloween. Let me know. Oh, are you coming down for the home opener week 2? So I want to stream that entire event, right? I want to stream the tailgate and I want to stream at the game. So I have to buy hella battery packs here, man. But Luminaire, welcome back. The City Boys Pod, we are back. So football's back, man. I'm freaking hyped, dude. Like, we deserve this. We freaking earned this. The 2 previous years were really god-awful. So for the 87 people that are in here, I consider you diehard Houston Texans fans. You guys are indeed swarming. Let's go ahead and continue with some of these highlights here. He has this one labeled Stroud to Jared Wayne on the sideline. Now, if the quality is bad, I do apologize. There you go. Should be a little bit better. Cody Stutz, man. One of the reasons why I started my channel. Here he has it. John Mechie with some love here. Let's see what goes on. John Mechie, man, you hope he could figure it out, right? Like, I already am infatuated with our receiving core, but if you add John Mechie in as your 4th guy, I mean, NFL defenses, watch out. Right here, we have Davis Mills to Kate Stover, Kamari Lassiter close fast. We'll call it a short yardage for gain. Let's go see our 2nd round pick on our 4th round pick. That 87 on Kate Stover looks really good. Man, I would have thought we would have had more interviews from the players. Once again, shout out to Cody Stutz. This one is 7-12. So CJ Stroud and Nico Collins here. And this was happening all year during his Rickies campaign. Just look at Nico. Boom. That's it. How many yards do you guys think Nico Collins is going to get this year? Right now, Cody Stutz is killing it. This OTAs content, man, it's just crazy how it's only day 1, yet there is so much buzz and excitement. That's the one we just watched. Sorry about that, fellas. We have here CJ Stroud throwing at OTAs. This is the franchise, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we are watching. Greatness is right here. We're going to go from Cody Stutz and move on to Mr. Adam Wexler, who also does a fantastic job. Shout out to Cody Stutz. Let's just go ahead and finish it out. Oh, here's a photo here. Look at Kenyon Green. Now, from what we heard, this is the tweet right here from Cody Stutz. Kenyon Green looks like he's transformed his body quite a bit. Looks like he's in great shape. Important for him heading into a pivotal season for him. Ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine if these year 3 guys really do break out? Because it's year 3 for Kenyon Green. It's year 3 for Damian Pierce. It's year 3 for Jalen Petrie. Could 3 out of your first 4 selections, well, maybe Damian Pierce was a little bit later, can they figure it out? If they do, I mean, it's only good news for this Houston Texans team. The boys are warming up earlier today. Drop the W's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We are reacting to some of the videos during OTAs from Cody Stutz. Now we are on Mr. Adam Wexler. Fantastic job covering the Houston Texans as well. We got Stroud to Mechie here. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Come on, Metchie. You got to catch that, buddy. Beautiful. You see, John Metchie's going to have to make those type of catches if he wants to be a viable option this season. You need those. He's might only going to get 1 or 2 of those balls thrown at him a game. Have an opportunity to go out there and make a name for yourself. And look at, let me see who was in coverage. See number 11 in coverage? I got to check who is number 11. Who is number 11? Let me see. Let me check the. All right, we'll move on from this highlight, but imagine if Metchie would have caught that. I believe this is this is Mr. CJ Stroud to Tank Dell. Yeah, I mean, and check this out, guys. I really do think Tank Dell deserves a captain patch on his jersey this year, even with all the veterans that we just added. What he has gone through the past year and a half, right? His season being ended due to a fractured fibula against the Denver Broncos, working his way back. Then just a couple of weeks ago, getting shot in the leg. And for him to be here on day 1 of OTAs, voluntary workouts, this dude should get a captain patch. And I mean, this might be a hot take right now, but I'm going to go ahead and say Tank Dell is going to be the leading receiver for the Houston Texans this year. That is my prediction. I am in love with his work ethic. There was the videos of him and his trainer Delphonte Diamond running routes, and Tank Dell's speed was just on display. Tank Dell's going to be a freaking animal. And want some more Tank highlights, man. This is a dude who just got shot less than a month ago. This is a dude who was in his 2nd year in the NFL. It does look like he gained some weight, Isaac. It does look like that. Now I ask you guys, right? Is last year's draft class the class that we are going to look at and say there were just a numerous amount of great players selected and there might never be a better draft class than last year? I mean, we'll have this conversation 10, 15 years down in the future. But, bro, you love to see this from your young guys. And it's not like Tank Dell, it's not like this is his 4th, 5th year in the league. This is year 2 for him. We get a good glimpse at our new starting running back, and that is number 28, Joe Mixon. Look at Joe Mixon. I saw a tweet that had the last time the Houston Texans had a 1,000-yard rusher, and that was Carlos Hyde. Yeah, I think that gets broken. I think Joe Mixon is the next 1,000-yard receiver for the Houston Texans, which is why I am surprised people keep on saying that CJ Stroud is going to have a sophomore slump. In my opinion, you prepared for that, right? You brought back Dalton Schultz. You also drafted his boy from Ohio State, Kate Stover. That's a CJ Stroud pick. You tie that up with bringing in Stefon Diggs, an all-pro wide receiver. You legit gave CJ Stroud 3 number 1s, 3 dudes who could go out there and get 1,000 yards. You gave him a top 15 tight end in Dalton Schultz, and then you gave him a top 15 running back. I mean, I can honestly say Joe Mixon is a top 12 running back, but then that would be me kind of, overhyping the situation, but definitely top 15. Yeah. That's exactly what I expect. Tank Dell to walk out to Mini-Man. Let's get a glimpse of John Metchie, man. I hope John Metchie figures it out, dude. We need to see the crane. We need to see the crane, dude. Just one time. OTAs are fun. Let's go ahead and go to the next clip. And these are members. So this is from Adam Wexler. Fantastic job covering this team. We got the boys warming up there. Nico Collins right there. It's like, I just look, it's like every other clip is like of a player who I think is just going to have a fantastic year ahead of them. I think we get to see Blake Fisher in this clip. I'm not sure. Our O lineman. And hopefully, guys, and you know, this just gets me more excited for training camp. Let me go ahead and give me 1 second so I could go to Aaron Wilson, who has so many clips on his page. Shout out to Aaron Wilson, man. All right, boys, give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, we are on Mr. Aaron Wilson's Twitter page. Shout out to him. I cover the NFL in Texas for KPRC Local 2. I wish I could just make this whole thing without volume, but here we go, guys. Let's get a look at. There you go. Jimmy Ward, Christian Harris, Desmond King. Okuda's number 11. Al Shire's there. Is this our starting? Yeah, this is our starting defense. Well, 7-on-7, right? Okuda's the one that got fucking burned. Shout out to Aaron Wilson. So Jimmy Ward, Desmond King, Al Shire, Christian Harris, Jeff Okuda. Maybe we see Stingley on the other side. Dude, if Robert Woods makes this team, I see his old ass in the distance. Look, we are analyzing a freaking clip from OTA. This is crazy. Look at the new uniforms, too. Damn, Okuda was way behind John Mechie. Holy hell. Jeez. All right, let's go to the next one. That was tough. Tough. This one's 43 seconds long. So shout out to Aaron Wilson. Look at Tank. He shot at something. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I did read that too. I mean, Tank there was just so smooth. Look at Mechie. All right, Robert. Haven't seen Bullock yet, but Aaron Wilson's posting these 50-second long videos, so hopefully we get to see that. I see Tank. I see Mechie. I see Robert Woods. Robert Woods, oh, that's Nico Collins, Steven Sims, Hutch, Woo! Tank's gonna be special, ladies and gentlemen. Look at Robert Woods. I'll give you that always consistent 3-yard catching off all to the floor. Nice, Nico. All right, let's go to the next one, boys. Shout out to Aaron Wilson, the best videos of the day. Here we have a vertical video of the boys getting ready. Yeah, Kenyon Green. Let me go back to Kenyon Green. That was him, huh? Damn it, I'm fucked up. Where's he at? Where's he at? There, dude. That's Kenyon Green. No freaking way. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Because there was a video. I mean, not a video, but a photo of him from, I believe, his rookie dinner. Let me see. God dang it. Yeah, he almost looks unrecognizable, boys. So there was a photo that came out a while ago. I think it was... Okay. Let me see. Where's the camera? Yeah. All right. You see Kenyon Green? That was him in his rookie dinner. That was what Laramie Tunsil had posted. He looks thin. Yeah, it was just D'Amico Ryans who spoke to the cameras. Kenyon looks thin, and that's scary. Come on, Hutch. Boys getting lit. And that's what you want to see, right? Not only is it hard work, but it's fun. Look at the mullet on that guy. Yeah, who's number 40? Pause that. Look at that. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, that piece of hair on number 40 is something you cannot teach. It's something that God gifts at the top of your dome. Let's go to the next one. Next one to John Mechie. I think some more players working out. Working out and stretching. Yeah, I think DJ Bieniemy has that. Let me actually go ahead and look his give me 1 second, boys. I didn't even expect to go live today, to be honest with you. I just wanted to go ahead and share some of the videos we've been watching, man. Oh, shit. What's his name? Oh, yes, sir. Mr. DJ Bieniemy. I think he just got nominated for Best Up-and-Coming Writer, which he absolutely deserves. This dude is just a beast. Came on the channel when me and Harley were doing Believe. Dalton Keene is 40. Well, you tell Dalton Keene. He has a nice head of hair. So we're going to bring up Mr. DJ Bieniemy's Twitter. Galatians 5:22. Let me see. What is Galatians 5:22? Be the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things, there is no law. Those are the fruits of the Spirit. Shout out to DJ Bieniemy. Okay, let's go ahead and start. going on, Mario? I think this is that famous one. Yeah, no, that's Jeff Okuda, number 11. Aaron, here's the thing, dude. I like streaming the games because we all get to watch it together, right? Because I know this year fans are going to have to pay like almost $800 to get to watch every single NFL game. So I like streaming with you guys so that way we could kind of all watch it together. I will always be at the tailgates, though. Tailgates are a vibe. So we got here John Mechie just absolutely torching Jeff Okuda. CJ Stroud, beautiful ball in the end zone, and great adjustment by John Mechie himself. Just couldn't come down with that, man. That's a tough catch. However, if it does come, that's a that's a play, man. Okay, some more action. Here we go. CJ Stroud looking, boom. Who is that? That's Tank. That's all day, boys. That's all day. Yeah, no excuses for Mechie this year. No excuses. Okay, we got to see who is on that field. So it's the usual suspects. So there's Jimmy, there's Desmond, Christian Harris, Alshire. Derek Stingley's there at the far back of the video. If you, let me see. Yeah, Derek Stingley's right here. So I'm guessing that's Nico Collins. That's money, dude. Okay. Joe Mixon with the pass. Ooh. Expect Joe Mixon to just, man, stop it, Isaac. Stop it. You know, Petrie. You know, Petrie could not do that. Hopefully he gets to that mode this year. He's just knocking people off there. Diggs, no, Diggs is not here. Diggs is not here. Yeah, no, once Diggs gets here, you know, then it's up. It's up and it's stuck. We got a vertical video. Okay. Who else would be there? Drew Doherty. Drew Doherty is there consistently. Nice photo of the boys out there getting some work in. Let me go to Drew Doherty's profile. Give me 1 second. He's stuck in traffic, Ruben. He'll be there in a bit. That's funny. Guys, do me all a favor. If you are new here, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Like today's video. That's how you guys help me the most, really. Don't ask for donations. Y'all guys keep the bread, save it for yourselves. Let's just enjoy some fucking football, right? All right, here we go. Here we're on Drew Doherty's Twitter/X page, host of Houston Texans TV. If you are a real Houston Texans fan, you know exactly who Drew Doherty is. Ryan's on Damian Pierce. He has everything it takes to be a really good running back for us this year. Proud he also got his degree this offseason from the U of Florida. I mean, I don't want to give up on Damian Pierce either. He's one of those year 3 guys that should take a next step forward. Sophomore slumps are real, ladies and gentlemen. They really are. We just saw Jeremy Pena have a horrible year 2. Now he's arguably one of the best hitters for the Houston Nationals. I mean, honestly, you could get that to Kyle Tuck. Kyle Tuck, you know, King Tuck's King Tuck. All right, we're gonna have a few videos here for Mr. Drew Doherty. That is fine. It's CJ Stroud dabbing up the running backs. Look at that handshake. Look at that fun. Benya playing bad, bro. But over the course of the season, this dude's been doing light years ahead of what we saw in year 2. Look at me, dude. Look at D Millie. Shout out to Davis Mills and the Mills Mafia. Joe Mixon. Yeah, Joe Mixon's 6'1", so he's not a little running back. Look at that. I'm trying to see who's in the background, too. Case Keenum. Look at Case Keenum just collecting a check, man. What did Matt Saracen say on Blue Mountain State? Backup quarterback has to be the best job ever.
He just said I could.
Oh, he just said it. Yeah, man. Whoever that is, let Drew Doherty, host of Texans TV, record, man.
He just said I could. He just said I could.
I would have added some like music over that. Beautiful day out there in Houston. The birds are singing, the crackheads are smoking, the Texans are practicing. Who else? Oh, you know who else was there? 1 second. Mr. I think his name is Will. There were so many reporters out there today. So we saw Cody Stoots. We saw, okay, here you go, our guy Sean Bajani. Fantastic job covering the team. One moment, boys. Shout out to the 170 people here. You are swarming, definitely. Mr. Sean Bajani. S-H-A-U-N. And then there you go. Let me know what you guys think of the new setup also. Okay, let's go. Some more action here, but this time with veteran Case Keenum. Look at Kate Stover, number 87. All right, let's see if we get to see some of the rookies. Okay, you can't tell. Number 14, number 49. Lassiter's there for sure. Lassiter's right there. He's the one that's going to close on Stover. I wonder what number did Kalen Bullock get? You hear that little D'Amico? Ah! Cade Stover reminds me of freaking CJ Fedorowicz. Oh, Bullock is 41. All right. What an ugly. Oh, so he's there then. Where's 41? Is that it right there? Yeah, there's Kalen Bullock right there. Right here. That's Kalen Bullock. All right, let's see if we get to see some other clips. Jeff Okuda, number 11. That's the one who John Mechie baptized. When is training camp? Not sure. I'm not sure yet. Got the hiccups. Ooh. I think this is the play where No, it's not. Something different. CJ to Nico Collins for a Houston Texans first down. All right, what else? What else? What else? Let's see what you got for us. CJ Stroud talking to his offense. No worries, Nacho, bro. Hopefully we get to meet at the tailgates and we get slaughtered. What's going on, Lumineer? It's good to see Dalton Schultz out there. Yeah, your two starting safeties are set, man. Look at everyone in unison together right here. And shout out to OTAs, right? This is how you know we miss football. We're over analyzing OTA footage. Look, the communication is already there, boys. Look, boom. Petrie hand up, Ward hand up, Ashair hands up, and he just got there. And that's just a great play by Joe Mixon. But ooh, these boys look ready. I'm hyped. Let's take a look at that again. Yeah, Bullock is 41. CJ Henderson is 21. You see, it's about to come. But if you hear the video, there's just hella communication already. Let me raise the volume. Let me restart it. Boom. It's actually 4. So it's Petrie, it's Ward, it's Shire, and it's Christian Harris, all in sync, all understanding and talking to each other what the offense in front of them is doing. And that's what you wanted to see. And here's the thing about Jimmy Ward, bro. It's just, look, you like having him there, bro. You know he can hype you up on the sideline. But, brother, you need to be there on the field. Little team breakdown here. Oh, Brandon, yes, absolutely, bro. I was devastated when we didn't get freaking Saquon. And then to go grab Joe Mixon, I was like, that's exactly the type of player that we were looking at anyways. And Joe Mixon stays healthy. The whole defense upgraded, Lumineer. The whole defense upgraded. I think there's also more team breakdown. Yeah. Let me get the other guy, and that will be our last guy that we have to look at. And then we'll call this little midday stream an end. However, who else is he? Oh, we have a couple of more, actually. I'm sorry. I'm looking at how much they dropped. Chancellor Jones. Give me 1 second, boys. Shout out to him. Chancellor Johnson. Fantastic job covering the Houston Texans. Okay, so here we are. Mr. Chancellor Johnson right here. Emmy Award-winning journalist, KPRC Local 2 sports reporter. We got some Case Keenum to Kate Stover. We saw this one already. Doesn't hurt to see it again. And there's our other rookie from Oregon, Mr. Jamal Hill, in that 56. There's Kalen Bullock right there. It's just a better angle with the video. Yeah. Kalen Bullock's right here. Trap Squad, you definitely did not have to. I will find a way to send that back. He says, thanks for the footage, brother. Thank you so much for watching today's stream. I will not be here if it's not for you guys whatsoever. Okay, let's see if we have some more. And I will be here tomorrow too if we are indeed get this type of coverage. Yeah, I think Nico has about another 7-8 touchdowns this year, if I'm being completely honest with you. And then who is the last guy I wanted to show? Oh, Mr. Will. Okay. Understand now. Extend Nico. Let's do it. If you do it now, it will be cheaper. Then he has another 1,300 yard year. Let's go, Mr. Will. I'm sorry if I messed up your last name. Kunkel. Fox 26 Houston host. Podcast, A Relatable Journey. Okay, I think this is that John Mechie one. Yeah, better angle. Just, man, that doesn't help it out at all. Yeah, it does look bad now with this angle. I mean, let's just talk about what happens if John Mechie completes that catch. We're talking about him being back. We're talking about this offense being deadly. If he completes that. And he knows it too. Little frustration tap right there on the gate. It's okay. It's OTAs, buddy. We got the starting offense just in unison, just chilling. Look at Robert Woods. The fact that Robert Woods survived free agency and the NFL draft, knowing it could save millions of dollars, cutting him is crazy. Shout out to him, though. We got some CJ Stroud handoff action to Mr. Joe Mixon. It feels like just exactly how it was last year. I was looking at these and thinking, wow, CJ Stroud, can he be the savior? Now it's, wow, I know he's the savior, but now can he take us to the Super Bowl? Robert Woods blocking, I love it. And then we have the Houston Texans getting warmed up. That's all we have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. It was day one of OTAs for the Houston Texans. Well, it was available to the play today. If that is the case tomorrow and over the next couple of days, I will be back live again. There is a lot of videos that are just scattered out throughout Twitter. All these reporters do a fantastic job. It was Cody Stutes, it was Aaron Wilson, it was DJ Bieniemy, it was Chancellor Johnson, it was just the guy we just saw, Mr. Will, Sean Bajani. Thank you to all. Y'all gave us some entertainment this past hour. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, be looking forward to the video I dropped today. Will be the same thing, breaking down this OTA's day one for the Houston Texans. Last comment from Bunky. Let's go see Sizzle. We win the Super Bowl this year. We will have about 6. They will let us pass the GOAT. Brady, Mahomes, sit your ass down. You have a new sheriff in town. See Jizzle. I'm not gonna call him that though, for obvious reasons. I still need my beer, Nacho. I will give you a beer and everyone a beer when we all meet up. I'll tell you what, let's all meet up week 2, tailgate, horns up in the, I think, orange lot. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Have a real blessed rest of